Today I'll be going over the decorative stitches that I have on the sewing machine. This is like a quick view of all the stitches I was able to try on. The ones below I did not try them on camera, but you could try them out if you have the sewing machine to see how they look like. But this is pretty much how they would look like if you try them out. So let's get into the video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going to be going over the decorative stitches I have on this sewing machine. So there you have from like 1 to, let me say from start to finish, you have about 60 stitches. From like 1 to 10 you have your utility stitches, so you have all the ones that you use for, this is also point. You have all these ones you use for your regular things, so the regular straight stitch, this one you use for your zips. I actually haven't used this one, but I guess it's utility as well. This is for your stretchy fabrics, for sewing your stretchy fabrics. This is your regular zigzag stitch. This is for sewing your elastic. This one's for overlock. I haven't used this 8 for some reason, but I think it's for like, I think blank hemming. I don't know. Let me check. I'm going to check the manual just to quickly see what that's for. Oh, it's overcasting. Okay. So 9 and 10 are blind hems, and now from like 11 to 18 they are also kind of utility, but I do not have the tools, well not tools, the kind of thread that I might need for some of the stitches, so I will not be showing you how to do any of these. These are all these ones at the top are your basics, so don't expect me to go through these ones. I use them a lot in my regular sewing videos. These ones from 11 to 18 are usually for applique and satin stitches. So if you do applique a lot, or you do embroidery, you probably use some of these stitches. You probably use them. So the decorative stitches, according to the manual, are from 19 down to 28. I think it's 19 to 20. Let me just quickly check that for a second. Yeah, so they're from like 19 to 28. So here down to here, and then you also have from 44, which is here, to 51, which is here. I think I just adjust my camera just to show you, because it's not as low as I thought it was. Oops. Yeah, so you have from like 44 to 51 for your decorative stitches, and then for buttonholes you have 29 to 35. And now for buttonholes, you can also use your buttonholes for decorative stitches. If you use this particular ones, they could serve as decorative stitches as well. Now from 44 to 51, I haven't tried to use them yet, so that's what I'm going to show in this video. Sorry about the noise there. And now you also have from 52 here to 59. They are also decorative stitches, so you could be using these ones to decorate. I'm going to try, I can't promise I'm going to try every single one of them, but I'm going to try some of them. Now these ones that I have here on this fabric are the ones from like 19 down to 28. So from 19, that's from like here, sorry, okay, so 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. That's pretty much how they look like. This is the right side, so this is my top thread, and then below is what the bottom thread looks like. And I must say it's not really appealing, but that's kind of what it looks like. The top thread looks good, but the bottom thread kind of looks, I think this is the only stitch, this particular one, which I think is 21, yeah, 21. That's the only one that kind of looks good on both sides. Okay, this one also looks good on both sides, so this is 22. This I have used in my normal sewing. Most of the stitches I haven't used in my normal sewing, but I've used this one and I have used this one. I haven't used this one, so this one kind of surprised me, so I like it, and I think I'm going to be using it often. This one, I think I've used this one, right? No, I haven't used this one before, but I'm going to go over them again. I just tried them this morning so I could just see what they looked like and see if I had any issues using them. So I'm going to try them this morning just so that you can see real time how I'm doing it and how it's sewn. This part is going to probably be a voiceover, but when I get to the parts that I haven't tried at all, which will be from 44 down to 51, you'll be seeing every time how I get to sew them. So I'm doing this video because somebody requested that I show them all the decorative stitches that I have on my sewing machine, so they could decide if they wanted to purchase it or not. So this is definitely not sponsored, this is just an answer to somebody's question. So I'm just going to go ahead and skip all this talk and start showing you how the stitches look like sewing real time. But I'll be starting with the ones from like 44 to 51 because those are the ones that I haven't tried before at all. So I'll do that so you just see real time my reactions to most of them, because some of them I end up liking them and for others I just don't like them at all. So I have selected 44 and I'm on my end. I'm using the end foot, and I'm just going to show you quickly how the stitch looks like when you use the end. I'm going to try to press it down, just start so. So this is what this looks like. I don't know if it's good or bad, it's just there, to be honest. And at the back, this is what it looks like. I'm not too sure you want to like use the back part of it, but then I deliberately used red thread at the back so I could tell the difference between back and the front, and also so that you could see, you know, how pretty it can look if you combine two colors too. So like for this one now, there are times where I combine two colors and it kind of made sense. For something like this or like this star thing here, it kind of makes sense when you combine two colors because the way it kind of sits in the middle and also at the edges, so it looks nice. So this is how the second one looks like. Just a close-up view. I can't really say I like this one, but then I think it's useful in certain cases. Maybe when you want to do something like the edge of a tablecloth or a bed spread or a pillowcase, or like it's useful for sewing really tiny items, or maybe like let me see, a face towel. I don't know, but what I don't like about it is the fact that it's going to consume so much thread, like just to do things like this. It's actually pretty, but it's just, I'm not feeling it like that. I think that's what I'll just say. I think I kind of still prefer this one to this one, but that's 45. So let's go on to the next one. Let's move on fast because I'm expecting it back to look nice. Well, somehow I have finished. Yes, decent, I think. There's a close up. So yeah, this is the back, and I think it looks decent. I think I would really suggest you combining two colors to actually make this thing look nice, to be honest, because I kind of like what it adds to the stitch. This would be really useful. I like it. I like this one. I think this is my best so far from between these three, but let's keep going since I have a couple more to go. So I'm going to 47 now. Fine. So here's what this one looks like. It's okay. This is like what you use for the handle, for the for the edge. Jesus, racing brain. For the edge of maybe like a handkerchief, something like that. But yeah, that's what it looks like on the back, and I think it's decent. I think I like it. I think it makes sense. So this thread kind of looks like what you use for like a denim. It has a denim color. I should remember that for when I need denim colors. But anyways, this is looking good. I think it looks decent. It looks okay. I'll probably use it. I like it. I like it. Let's try the next one, which is 48. but oops, let me just focus that for you. So yeah, so it looks like leaves, like continuous leaves. I think it's cool. I don't know if I'll use it, but I think it's cool. Maybe at some point I feel like using them. To the back, and the back is not really that, it kind of looks, maybe because it's different colors, I don't know, but yeah, it kind of feels a bit tacky for some reason. Some of it they're not even joining properly in some places, but it's okay. Let's get this out of the way. Oh, I think it's because I did not allow these threads to be cut properly. Anyways, that's what the back looks like. Let's move on to the next one, which is 49. So here's it close up. Here it is close up. Wow. So I don't know how to feel, but I think it's okay. Maybe if I try, maybe next time when I have time, if I try like making it round or bending it in different directions instead of straight, maybe it will make sense. So maybe perhaps if I drew like a diagram of what I want like my tree to look like, and then I try to like follow the lines by sewing in those directions, it probably look like a whole tree. I don't know. Maybe on some day when I'm bored I'll try it out, but not today. So next one is 50, right there. So 50 kind of looks like a telephone wire. Let's focus that. Focus, baby. So that's it. I think it's okay. It's pretty simple, straightforward. It won't take too long to sew, so I definitely like it because it won't take too long to sew. It's just kind of how I feel about which one, the one here. I'll soon get to this part, so just be patient. So here, I like it. It's simple, straightforward. So let's go into 51, which is kind of like the last one I have for decorative stitches. Like I said, other stitches can actually be used for decorative stitches, but I'm just focusing on the ones that the manual called decorative stitches specifically. So yeah, 51. Very basic, but we can work with it. It's very basic, but we can work with it. I think it looks nice. It's just okay, to be honest. It's just okay. Maybe if I went over it like from the back and just went on top, probably it would just look different and nicer and not as basic as it looks, but so far that's kind of what it looks like. Okay, so that's it for 44 to 51. Let me just go ahead and show you all these other stitches that I've done before, but I just want to show you so you can see me sewing in real time, see what it looks like. Whew, okay. It's kind of like I have like a ton of these fabrics here. So I'll be going back to my J foot because that's what the sewing machine requires for 19. So I'm going to go back to my settings, back to 19. It's 1 and 9. So 9. So we need to switch to J. Okay. Okay, so we're back to J, and I'm just going to go in over the stitches. I'm not going to be talking at all, just for you to see them real time. At this point, I forgot to press record when I changed my bobbin thread, so I kind of missed some clips, but you see the full stitches
a full video of the stitches by the time I'm done.
So I didn't realize that my sewing machine, my camera stopped recording. So I don't even know where I stopped, but this is pretty much what all the stitches look like from 1927. I have one more, which is 28.
I put the sewing machine on mute just because I felt it might be too loud, so that's why you're not hearing it at the moment. And that's the actual 28. Please leave a comment in the comment section about which stitch you like the most. For me, I'm kind of loving the 22 now, which I just found, and I'm probably going to be using that a lot from now on. So tell me which one you like the most in the comment section. I'm just going to be comparing how each of them look like on the sewing machine versus how they look like on the fabric, and some of them actually come out real good and others just don't look like what they look like on the sewing machine. For example, those ones below, some of those ones below, especially the ones between 51 and 59, they don't, between 52 and 59, they don't really look like how they look like on the sewing machine, but they're kind of useful anyway. They're decent, they're okay. So using these stitches are pretty much about your creativity, and just be willing to explore and see what you can do with them. I'm going to try using some of them next year in my videos, but in the meantime, I'm just loving the 22 because that's like my new find right now. So let me know what you think about them in the comment section. Here's a back view of the fabric that I use, and that's what the thread looks like on the back. Not exactly appealing, but that's what they look like. Thank you so much for watching today. See you in my next video. Please check out other videos. Bye.